Hey guys, I'm here having this most fascinating conversation with this beautiful, bodacious soul on fire, Sunne. Sunne is actually one of the original creative masterminds behind, is it Bird Speeds? And so a very creative and accomplished woman, which of course I love. And we were just talking about a spiritual ass whooping. Not sure if you guys have ever had one. I've had a couple. So what do you mean when you say spiritual ass whooping?
I think that I've gone through a process of seeking a devotional life my whole life. Yet I've always been playing hide and seek with God. It's like I'm really in it, then I'm really out of it. Then I'm in it, then I'm out of it.
You're in your relationship with God, then you're out?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, you get too busy, you become a mother, you're running companies, you're married, and you forget about God. So God has a way of kind of just mugging me and slapping me upside the head to remind me to remember God. So historically, I guess I wasn't a very good listener. So the ass whooping would usually come through some type of physical injury or extreme trauma of some nature, which would always lead me back to my knees and like, God, let's get close again.
Yeah.
And so my path has really been about not being distant, because God never leaves. I'm the one that's always absent.
Yeah. And are you talking about a God outside of yourself, or are you talking about your connection with God within you?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I am God. I am the perfect reflection of God. That is our role in human existence, is to remember that we are God in a human body. That's really the only purpose of our life.
Yeah.
And yet it's so easy to forget. So when I think of God, I think of myself, I think of my eternal parents, the parents of my soul, Mother and Father God, are my eternal parents. So yes, they're outside of me as well as inside of me. It's all the same,
Right.
in and out.
And it's actually that relationship is the relationship you're talking about.
Yes.
That connection and the interconnectedness of all those aspects of yourself.
Yes, and the love that you feel when you're connected to Source. You know, you truly are limitless within that capacity, in that nature. You know, I basically now have 5 words that dictate my personal life, which are go within or go without.
What does that mean?
Every time I'm not going within my soul, within my God self, then I usually go without peace, or I go without abundance, or I go without serenity. But when I go within, there are no limits, and I'm never going without.
That's really beautiful. And how do you go within generally?
I meditate. I've
Okay.
been an active meditator for 15 years. So it's to the point now that my life is a meditation. I no longer have to sit. I do sit
Okay.
in meditation, but it's about every thought, every word, every deed, watching it.
Constant relationship with yourself, constant relationship with the love and the
highest
relationship
part of myself.
The highest part of yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there are many parts of myself that aren't the best to be in relationship with. So it's the constant, it's consistency. It's being God in human form consistently. And it gets easier as you get older. That's the good news.
Thank you. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, thank you,
Wow.
God. Hallelujah.
Wow. I have to say my personal experience is very similar to yours. And every time I land on my knees, I think, oh, how did I forget?
Yes.
And sometimes we can get kind of in this place of, oh shoot, I forgot, and I got so distant from my practices, or so distant from God. And I believe, and I'd love to know what you feel, it's not really about that. It's about knowing how to come back to center easily and gracefully when you veered off. It's not about an austere life of having to be exactly perfect all the time.
I agree 100%.
Thank you.
Because, you know, it's very easy. You know, an idea I always have is I kind of consider myself a modern day nun. And like, what does that look like now? It doesn't mean that I have to live in a convent, or that I can't be in sexual relationship, or that, you know, I have to be married to God. It means that I remember I am God. And it's very easy to hang out with God if you're on top of a mountain or in a cave and you don't have spouses or children or businesses to distract you. You know, wouldn't we all love to be in a monastery?
I don't know, that doesn't sound very bodacious to me.
Well, I mean, you know,
No,
juicify,
right.
you know, to have these periods of juicification.
Right, absolutely.
But the real work is doing it in everyday life.
So it's like the integration, the full spectrum, essentially the bodacious life.
Yes.
So
Got it, girl.
be bodacious or get an ass whipping.
It's much easier to be bodacious.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. And be forgiving to yourself and to others.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't whoop your own ass.
Don't whoop your own ass. Oh, that's the next tagline. I think that's a whole other video. And give lots
Okay.
of hugs.
Wow, thank you.
Where can we find your book about the spiritual ass whooping?
My book will be out soon called Mugged by God.
Okay.
And so look for it soon all over the world.
Do you have a website?
Not yet for it.
What's your Facebook?
Sunne Justice. I'm the only Sunne Justice on Facebook.
Good.
So I'm easy to find.
We're going to find you.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.